Peace. Proper education always corrects errors. Royal Star Allah. Ashland, Oregon. My father called me up because he's keeping up with the news about Marianne Williamson's idea about reparations. Reparations for the enslavement of so-called African American bodies. Okay, here's my concern. I am not for this conversation, not in the way that it normally occurs. Most white people who choose to get involved in anti-racism work are very confused in the beginning. They literally think it is reading Robin DiAngelo's White Fragility book, regurgitating the information, attending a workshop, a conference, joining the NAACP, watching a Farrakhan video, or being able to recite Black history. And that's not being an ally. That really is still supporting the comfort zone of white supremacy. Until there is a disruption that prevents the normal socialization of America, then all we're going to continue experiencing is the toxicity of race and racism. Most white people do not buy into the race concept. They believe themselves to be exactly what white supremacy allows them to be, full-fledged human beings who are attempting to dissolve their ego mechanisms that prevent them from experiencing greater humanity. The issue is that there is trauma locked in white bodies from the epigenetics of lynching and enslaving Black bodies, and then killing and enslaving red bodies, and then importing, enslaving, and killing yellow bodies. We're walking around acting as if none of this happened, or none of the current racial violence is happening. And when you as an ally glimpse how fragile white people, so-called white people, are, how close the trauma is, you actually have a choice, and it's called white privilege, to run from the work of being anti-racist, because your work is not among people of color. Your anti-racist work is among white people. And the truth be told, most so-called white persons are terrified of other so-called white persons because they know they don't have any control over them and the level of violence that is possible. That's what all the gun violence, mass shootings in America is terrifying. Most white allies do not want to put themselves on the line. Their physical being, risk their physical being, like POC, are asked to do so anytime anti-racism work occurs. So, to the white nationalists in Southern Oregon who are circulating the idea that I am an FBI agent because they Googled me and found out that I received a community leadership award from the state chapter of the FBI in Alaska, I would like to say, bring it on, lollipop.